everybody, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
And today we're taking a look at Kamisado. Now, I've already reviewed Kamisado quite a few times in its different forms, but this is a new version of the game from Monday to Sunday games, which means you're allowed to play this game any day of the week. It's a new, beautiful version. If you've never heard of Kamisado, it's a two-player abstract strategy game. This has a few minor changes in it than the original one, but let me show you how to play it, and we'll be back. In Kamisado, each player has a piece of each of the different colors with symbols on them, in case you can't tell the colors apart. And then at the beginning of a basic game, you're simply going to put these on the colors that they are. So brown goes on brown, green goes on green. However, if you want to play with more, different setups, you can each draw two numbered tiles. So this shows 35 and 23. And then each player looks in a book, and it gives you a specific setup here. And then whoever has the lower number gets to go first because the other person has a better setup strategically. On your turn, you can take any piece you want and move it as far forward or as far diagonally forward as you want to go. So let's say this piece goes here, and I can stop. Now my opponent must move their brown piece. They move that there. I must now move my pink piece. I move it here. They must move their pink piece. They move it here. I must move my blue piece. I move it here. I don't want to move it there because that lets them move their pink piece. And if they move their piece to the end of my board, they win. So let's go there to the red. They go red to pink. No, they don't go red to pink. They go red to orange. My orange can go to red, green, or orange. So I go to green. They go to purple. I'm playing a really fast game here. My purple can go to orange, pink, or green. I don't want to go to pink because then the opponent will win. Green. If I go to green, their green piece can't move because all these spots are filled. So green is on purple, so that allows me to move my purple piece. So I'll slide my purple piece up here to their purple piece. No, I'll move to green. Their green piece can't move again. So now my purple piece gets to go. Boom, I win. Now that's the short game. If you want to play a longer game, what happens is you'll turn the piece that went to the other side over where there's a circle around the symbol. That piece is now a sumo piece. A sumo piece can only move 5 spaces. However, it can push another piece in a straight line, not diagonally. If it pushes another piece, your opponent loses their next turn, and you get to move the piece onto where you did this. The first player to get 3 sumo pieces wins, or if you get a sumo piece to the other side of the board, then you win. And that's how you play. The components for the game are really nice. It has this really nice insert that they all fit into. These have that bakelite plastic piece. They feel good, like mahjong tiles. You place them on the board. The board itself is colorful. You can play without the symbols if you want to, in case the symbols are clutterish to you, but I like using the symbols because if you have any problem telling a color apart from each other, they're easier to see. The rules are fairly long, and there's a lot of little things here going over all the different details, but teaching the game literally takes a minute to teach. All right, so I played this many times before, but you guys have not played this, right? Mm-hmm. This is the first time that you played it. And were you surprised at how easy it was to understand?
Yeah, sort of. I expected there to be a lot of different rules about how complicated each piece is going to do, different things.
That is true.
To learn it that way.
Yeah, games like these usually are a lot more complicated.
Yeah, so it's really simple. You're just sliding a piece forward, and in fact, the game could end really quickly.
Depending how dumb the person who's playing is.
Are you calling me dumb?
No, she's calling me
I want 3 hands in a row.
All right, so yeah, it can be really fast. Now, let me ask you this. So when I play Kamisado, many times I just play normal. Say, okay, first person to get the other side wins. But if you play the full game here, which you need to turn 3 pieces into sumo, that's a little bit longer. You're playing multiple matches. Which way do you prefer? One time or to play the full game?
The
sumo version.
The full game is interesting because now pieces have a little different thing. It's advantageous but also not since you can only move 5 pieces forward.
Plus, I just like playing this game more times. Like you said, this game can end very quickly, so I'd rather play it multiple times than just once.
Now, if you played the original version, they had sumos and then pieces that went above sumos, and that was kind of ridiculously long and complex. And in fact, I still think the rules for this game, they're written like for competitive play. They're a little longer than they need to be. The alternate setups are nice. It's an easy way to set up the pieces differently. But what do y'all think of the quality of the game?
I thought the quality was good. I liked how the pieces were made. I think the design looked really pretty.
Same here. The pieces are really good. The board is very colorful.
That's true. I would hang this on my wall, but no one else would probably do it, just me. All right, anyway, it's a very easy game to get into. You can play it quite a bit, but there's also a lot of strategy behind it. So not a whole lot more to say about it. I mean, I really like the game, but what's your thoughts and your rating?
The pieces are good. The gameplay was surprisingly easy. So I think I'd give it an 8.
An 8? All right.
Yeah, I thought learning it was also easy. I like the game components. I like how it was all strategy and not just like if you roll a die, then maybe you'll get somewhere good. I just really enjoyed the game. I would probably also rate it an 8.
Well, I'm giving this an 8.5. I really like the game. It's an abstract game that's quick and easy to teach. I mean, slide your piece as far as you want. Feels cool. You're like, yes. And it's a game in which you're always trying to set it up so that you move a piece, forcing your opponent to move to a spot that lets you win. That's kind of where it's at. And it has a lot more strategy than you might think. And this is a really pretty version of the game that I like a lot. So that's Kamisado. Pretty simple. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Violet.
And I'm Ruby.
Have fun sliding pieces.